here's my story in a nutshell. Went to a low-income housing unit. Was born again in 2001. Caught up. Went through the Beatitudes. Was completely caught up. Yeah. Everything was parabolic, not esoterical, not metaphorical. Walked closely with the Lord for a very, very, very long time. Met the wrong one. Was told not to. Went ahead anyways. Sold itself for ass money in a low-income housing unit for the Super Games. Okay, I've said this 100 times. So yeah, on to the next one, on to the next one. That was what him and his mistress. He thought if she could get him from me, you know. No, he was on to the next one. But anyways, neither here nor there. Then I started having prophetic visions in 2007, knowing I was on camera because they stalked me day and night on a chat room. What I was wearing, what I was cooking, everything. What I looked like in the shower, trying to take my dignity away, which you can't to a chosen one. So I started having warnings of what was coming to America. Every single thing came true. I'm 100% correct on everything. So I don't know if they have a copycat of my friend, because they've been copycatting all of us, right? And so there is a song called Judy's Farm by Faces from a long, long time ago. You know, she's got the National Guard and she's protecting a peroxide poodle. I don't know if they time traveled through that or they do this every generation, reset time and go, hey, let's try again. But anyways, I was on Twitter exposing everything from child trafficking to everything. I was thrown in the hospitals, called paranoid for saying there was cameras in my place. Paranoid for warning people about the New World Order and speaking against what was going on and was coming to America. Nothing was... See, there's a lot of people that falsely prophesy. They look at the world and it's pretty obvious. And they go, oh, thus saith the Lord. Well, no, your eyes are seeing it. My eyes couldn't see it. It was not yet to come. So I had visions up until probably 2009. I saw hell on earth and everything. So I had my kids taken away for going after CPS and their trafficking units and fighting child trafficking. And I was offered a career in songwriting. I'm a songwriter. I was also offered a career on SNL. I'm a comedian. I used every talent and everything to reach these people. Yeah, didn't know who they were. Didn't know whether they're good or evil. It didn't matter. I preached, I teach, all of it. They stole 40 boxes of my writings. Yeah, they knew who I am. Kristin Lee Hagen here. The original. So then my friend, Judy, said I was schizophrenic, took off somewhere. They framed me up online digitally, sent cloned phones, cloned accounts, I got evidence of it. Yeah. So we won't even go there. If you still want to believe that stuff, it's because of envy. That's the only reason why. It's your only motive, because it's been 100% proven. Anyways, now they've got cloned bank accounts of me, and they're sending all this, and I'll show you my birth certificate. I'm going to show you that next, because I heard they copied my birth certificate. Yeah, she's down in America. Pretending to be me? Yeah, spending all this money I never took. It was for free. Everything was for free. I do not make money changing tables. The only time Jesus ever got mad was if you made money out of his house. So, because of what happened in my home, being on camera, I couldn't make money off of any of the music that I would plan on making an independent career out of. Right? I was on my way to college to be a residential healthcare worker before I met, and the devil came knocking at my door. Promised me everything on a silver platter. And all I want was a good father for my son. So, yeah, as soon as he got that, Anyway, so we won't go into that. That's just personal stuff. And so anyways, we left that place, came here, didn't think they knew where we were. Thought I would gotten away from it. No, they found out where we were. And then when I found out what was going on with my daughter, because they kept on taking my son, and I couldn't go back for my daughter. And they said they'd throw her in foster care, which they did, and devastated her. She has autism, didn't understand. She thought we'd abandoned her. He took off. We went 50-50 custody. He took off to another city, knowing I'm afraid to drive with kids in the car. And so he made it impossible to 50-50 custody. I found out in 2018 things were not going so well. I taped all those conversations. So they threw me in 2019 into a mental institution. For 2 months, sleep deprived me. When I come back home, they would, the whole place was set up with energy weapons. I've never experienced anything. I was in the target community under Faith, Love, Hope 40. Which I don't know what they've done with that account. I can't get into it. So they probably changed it, rearranged it, whatever they want to do with it. And they mind tortured me into Project Bluebeam. Now, before 2000, when 2010 came around, they were already calling me Mary, which I said I'm not. I'm not a biblical character. The only one who's rejected this stupid crown they want to wear. And I know I'm not Mary Magdalene. I can testify to what happened to Eve, and I can testify to what happened to Mary Magdalene. I can testify to the mysteries of that cross because of what I went through. But I am not any of those characters they're competing to be right now. And so anyways, I went through mind torture. I had some visions during that time. I was transported. I saw Nimrod's tower. It had wicked symbols on it. I was taken behind a gate. They knew who I was, and I was taken behind a gate. It was modern and ancient. I had a cell phone, and I climbed up a steel ladder trying to get pictures. And then they said, you got to go down into this hole. There's children down there. So I flew down the hall and let the gong show begin. Yeah. There was a whole bunch of stuff happening in this building that was horrible. And so anyways, I got lots of evidence of that, too. So, then they put me on energy weapons. They neuromonitored me. Then they put me in Project Bluebeam. In Project Bluebeam, they called me the Whore of Babylon. And I said, I never took no money. And I'm not drunk off of any of this stuff. The joy of the Lord is my gladness. That's a new wine for me. It's not this drinking party you guys have, you vampires. But anyways, I said, well, you're actually Mary Magdalene. And so they said, but you're going to be martyred as the Whore of Babylon outside of spiritual Sodom and Egypt. Where would that be? I live in Canada. Figure that one out. So anyways, and you're one of the last two witnesses. But your friend is actually the Whore of Babylon. So they said, you must go testify. And so I did. And she thinks she's you. Okay. And so, I came out with all the government patent technology, dream simulations, thought mimics, all of it, what they do in your sleep, EEG calm brain signature, like, me and the target, a lot of people in the target community had it all on how this runs. It's the technology of the devil. Yeah, that's why people are afraid to sleep. I'm not. I'm like, I don't care what you do in my dreams. It's not real. Right? In fact, if I speak, they do it, right? So, there you go. If I don't, they leave me alone. And so, I'm just here to tell you, you have two choices in America right now. You have Egypt and Nimrod. You were warned, and that's what you have. Nimrod or Egypt. That's your choice, America. And I warned you, and I warned you, and I warned you. But what did you have to do? You had to keep on sacrificing the sun until it was a white orb. Yeah, I keep on trying to sacrifice me. Year after year after year after year after year after year. Well, I'm still here. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still testifying. Well, that's your choice, Nimrod or Egypt. Enjoy that show. I'll soon mention that they came after me every year. 2001, I called the police on the safety of my daughter. He kidnapped her over task purposes, also claiming I was a spiritual wife. And then I have to get her, and then I have to go over there, get her out of there, which is a total nightmare. But hey, he's got a deep fake setup over there. Now, they were going to give everything to him. He's going to get an Academy Award. For following Nimrod. Well, so anyways, then 2002 came along, and 2001 came, when that came along, they put me on a lobotomizing shot for 1 year. Yeah, I was peeing my pants, having strokes, everything. I was healed from that. And then months down the road, I just started doing comedy online, singing, just getting back to, I just thought, I'm just not even going to engage in this crap anymore. I'm just going to do what I do.
Then my friend called me, Judy, and she needed help. And I went out there. Her land was cursed. She was ready to put down all her horses. She was just a mess. So I healed her. I healed her land. I worked 12-hour days for free on her farm and poured out every cup of love I had and all the healing I had, and I healed her. And then she decided to turn around and manipulate me, so I blocked her. Really don't talk to her. She called every once in a while just to laugh in my face. All right. Enjoy that gong show, because there is a third choice, and that's Wicked Heavenly Places. But enjoy that show too. Yeah, the real Exodus isn't going to be televised.